Hello and welcome to this very special video where I get to talk about the value of comics other than what the speculators think they are worth. Yes, since comic books have become quite a hot property for collectors, thanks to the speculative market that's out there concerning the first appearance of a particular character who is rising on the trending charts, a lot of it goes missing, such as the nostalgic emotional value that any comic tends to offer. And today, I wanted to talk about a very special Captain America issue, which was written by Mark Grunwald and art was done by Dave Hoover. Now, this is one of those issues which can be considered as Mark Grunwald's last works, but it's not just that, it is one of the most helpful issues in ways that can assist an action figures collector. And you might be surprised, how does that do it? Well, technically all comics provide some kind of a reference, a visual reference, just so that we can, pose our action figures in a certain way to recreate a scene and everything. But this one is more about creating the entire setup, a base of operations. Now you can get all of your superhero stuff from Noon and Namshi, not only in Saudi Arabia but other countries of the GCC. All you need is to use my promo code SOJ1 on both Noon and Namshi. But remember, my Noon code works only for cashbacks in Saudi Arabia and UAE, whereas my Namshi code works for the entire GCC region. So you're looking for superhero t-shirts, you're looking for action figures, you're looking for accessories, anything you name it, you can get it straight up from Noon and Namshi. And the best part about it is you either get cashback or you get good discounts. Captain America number 425 is quite important in a way like Terminatrix Objective was for the Avengers. Terminatrix Objective was a limited series that gave us Victor Timely. The first time anyone who is a fan of Kang the Conqueror, anyone who is a fan of the Avengers, would come across Victor Timely was in that epilogue. Similarly, While Fighting Chance is not part of the limited series, it is part of the ongoing Captain America series. However, it was, I believe, a 4-part series that saw Captain America going up against Super Patriot, not the same Super Patriot which was the mantle which was taken up by John Walker. Rather, it was by someone else who, with the help of the Mad Tinkerer, somehow gets access to Captain America's shield. The good thing about this issue is that not only the story is quite compelling, Mark Grunwald really knew how to basically tell any story without compromising on the continuity. But more importantly, what was given at the end back in the day, because this issue came in 1994, this is a time when we had no such thing as Marvel Legends. Toy Biz action figures were just creating the wow scene within the action figure collector market. But what this team gave us at the back pages, at the end pages of Captain America number 425, might prove to be the best thing ever for any Marvel Legends collector out there. And I am going to take you through those pages. This here is Captain America number 425, as you guys have seen a few minutes ago. And basically this is how the issue starts. You have the Super Patriot games and everything. But the best part about it is that it comes here in the final pages before these beautiful pinup arts, mostly by Dave Hoover. Captain America's Brooklyn Heights headquarters. A lot of detail has been provided, and what I see going through them is the fact that a person who wants to create a diorama, who wants to build Captain America's Brooklyn Heights HQ, can get a great deal of information from these schematics. I mean, just look at them, they are simply amazing. Captain America's Brooklyn Heights headquarters, the entire schematics have been published in this issue, ranging from the outer facade all the way to the inner levels, the details that are involved, what's the connection, how does Captain America travel, if he has to enter his HQ secretly, all of it, it's here. And this makes it really important. Why? Because for those of us who are collecting Marvel Legends action figures and who are huge fans of Captain America, like myself, we can simply create this or have someone create it for us. Right now, thanks to the social media, thanks to the internet, the world is much closer than ever for good reasons as well. We can simply come across someone who creates these dioramas, custom built dioramas. We can share with them this diagram and they can create something out of it. Or if we are handy enough ourselves, we can do this using it. I mean, just look at it. The hotline headquarters, the living area, the basement schematics. Where does the elevator go? What's the extent of it? The level of stairs. How many stairs do we have here? Where is the sub basement? Where is the storeroom? It just keeps on giving you one detail after another. And while I love this story, Fighting Chance, it's a very good story, being a fan of Mark Gruenwald, but I think when we talk about Captain America number 425, the reason why it's more valuable for me is because it has these schematics. Now, this is not the first time that this was done. This was done earlier by John Byrne for the Fantastic Four for their Baxter building. I believe Jack Kirby had done similar exercise, but it was high time that somebody talked about Captain America's Brooklyn Heights HQ. And we're glad that Mark, before he left this world, gave us this very exquisite gift that now, in this day and age where things are much more easier thanks to 3D printing, thanks to the availability of suppliers, thanks to the simplification of ideas when it comes to their execution, we can have this created for our collection. I mean, I can't imagine that one day I will be having the replica of this Brooklyn Heights headquarter in my collection room, where I can easily place in my Marvel Legends Captain America, Winter Soldier, Diamondback, any other character that's relevant to Steve Rogers. Heck, even Spider-Man, because why not? Tony Stark, for that matter. Sharon Carter, for that matter. I mean, just look at it. Just look at it. And just, I mean, anything that is in the pages of Marvel Comics can now become a reality. I don't know if Hasbro Pulse is going to be interested to, take this up as part of their HasLab project, but if they do, and they don't charge an arm and a leg for it, I think this can be one of the more successful ones. And why not? I mean, if they can make this, why not make the Baxter building? Why not make the Xavier Mansion? There's so much that can be done when we come together. So as you can see, one comic book that's not like Incredible Hulk number 181 or Amazing Fantasy number 15 still has a lot to offer. And like I said, we found something useful as action figures collectors, but there is a lot more to it. I mean, there is a lot of history that has been recorded here, which people may not want to talk about. And over the next few videos that I'm going to be uploading about the comics of the past, not only they offered us very in-depth, consistent stories, but also they added value to our lives in a much different way. Some of them were way ahead of their time, while others were quite relevant back then as well as they are now. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this episode. If you really did, make sure to like this video and share it. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time.